Howdy doody
Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom,
from the Divine Fellowship.
home version.
Pastor Janice.
Pastor Phil.
I think we rehearsed this.
We didn't.
We don't.
We're just off the cuff. Hope you're having a great day.
Yeah.
Midweek.
Midweek. Fairly decent weather here. Actually, it was not bad at all
Not
today.
bad.
It's not
Morning.
cold, not-
Mhm.
Even the wind was warm. Well, not warm, but it wasn't cold. So
Wasn't cold.
I was
Yes,
outside
it's
working
nice.
and doing stuff. So
Well, we're happy that you're here.
we
and
have one person watching. Woohoo!
we're rocking it. Whether anybody's here or not doesn't matter.
Hi, Mary Lou.
Because
Mary Lou's
well,
here.
Mary
We're,
Lou's here,
we're
so
good.
we're good to go. Because what we have to share is something you can tune in at any time and use for your benefit.
Yeah.
So
The only reason we
whatever works.
kind of blather for a couple of minutes here is the people that are trying to tune in live.
sometimes it takes a minute to
Give them a little bit of a time. So, because we do our very best to try to be punctual,
which is weird.
which is
Because
very weird considering the way the church has
23
always
years
been.
we run the 22 years. The 22 years previous we ran the church with ish.
Ish.
You know, we'll meet at 10 ish.
Ish. Yeah.
So
Hey, Scott.
hello, good evening. So we're trying not to ish too much so that you can count on us and plan for us and fit us into your schedule because everybody has stuff to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Stupid jokes.
Boy howdy.
I actually have to have Jan's help on one of them. So.
He just can't do it. I got the
Uh-oh.
laugh wheezes. Oh no,
Uh-oh.
we're in for it. We're in for it.
What do you get when you cross a bee with chopped meat?
I don't know.
A hamburger.
Ooh.
I know. What did the banana do when it saw a horde of hungry monkeys?
Peeled out?
Split.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was close.
I know. Why did the kids stare at frozen orange juice can all day?
I wanted to see the vitamin C or something.
No, but the can did say concentrate.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, and what does a nosy pepper do?
He gets all up in your... Oh, I blew it after all. He gets all up in your business.
Yeah, I just couldn't say it.
He can't.
I
He's
get
like, he
gets
couldn't get it.
jalapeno business. Gets
No.
jalapeno business. I can't.
No,
I
it was
couldn't-
bad. It
couldn't
was-
work. It was terrible. Yeah.
And then I screwed it up too.
Okay. Good enough.
You know, it's good to laugh.
Hey, Jeff.
Laugh kind of just
Hi, Valerie.
keeps you living, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes that's all we've got. So, all right. So, Jan, you're on.
Thank you. You're out of here.
I am.
Toodles. So Sunday, we worked a little bit on, well, our guided meditation took us out into space, and then we looked at the connections that we had to things we care about here on the earth. And we did a little bit of clearing there. This evening, what I want to do is take a look at that again and do more clearing, because a lot of the energy that we're carrying around within our physical form is not ours. And so it's really important to keep ourselves clear, because we can feel better, get healthier if we are clear. So we're going to take a look at that. The process that we're going to do should be fairly easy. And I really hope you follow along with this, because it's got some profound implications or applications in your physical form and your spiritual form. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reconnect into that guided meditative state, this expanded awareness. And in this expanded awareness, that taps us into the ethereal realms, the spiritual world. And we can do a lot of work on the spiritual world, that affects the physical realm. And the processes I'm going to walk you through tonight, you might feel better right away. I think a lot of us are going to feel a lot better right away. So to start with, we're going to just center in our core, in the core of your being. So just notice that you're here. Hello, we're here in a physical form. And notice in the core of your being, in other words, get to that center place. Now, a lot of you have already accessed and activated your ascension orb, which was a channeled piece of information that is an energy ball of light that is probably about this big around, and it circles behind your stomach, in front of your spine, and below your diaphragm. So it's in the center of your body, kind of midway between here and there. It's kind of halfway there. And this acts like a gyroscope, acts to balance you, keep you stable and secure. So if you can be mindful of that, that's a really good thing. There are other anchor points to your awareness that can work for you. Your heart space. My dog is standing here. Settling in. So you could focus on your heart space. That would work for you, perhaps. In some of my other classes, I have talked about a crystal, the crystal core, a core crystal that runs from here to your sternum, from your sternum to your pubic bone, deep inside your body, and that's just in the ethereal realms. It's just a very slender, thin crystalline structure that again supports the being. So whatever your focal point is, just find that focal point and just be with that. And by just being with that, that allows us to just let go of stress and worry and fear and distress and all the challenges that are coming our way. And there's some really difficult challenges. Some people are not in good shape at this juncture of our journey. And we are mindful of their suffering, and we're mindful of that right here in this moment, we're okay. Right here, right now. We're as good as we're going to get for now, and we're okay. And from that place of all okay, we're going to take a little bit of a journey intuitively. And so I'd like you to imagine and allow your awareness now to take you to the roof of the ceiling of this room, so that your awareness can now look back down on your body. Your awareness does not have to inhabit your physical form. It doesn't have to be registered only in your brain. It doesn't have to be only in your guts or whatever. Your awareness travels. It's connected to you. It doesn't disconnect. It can go a long way out in space and then you're still connected. But just notice that you can notice yourself, and that you can notice yourself with love. Often we notice ourselves with disapproval. We notice ourselves with, oh, I should have done that, I could have done that, ought to have done that, or I failed at this. We're really hard on ourselves. But for right now, just notice ourselves with love. You're here. Man, you showed up in your own life. That's pretty awesome. And now, let your awareness go above the roof of your home, your being, your whatever room you're in, so that you're looking down on the building that you're in. And just notice it. Your physical form is still in the room, and your awareness is traveling and expanding and becoming more aware of surroundings. Now allow your awareness to go higher than that, and so that it can see the whole region around where you live. And then let it go higher than that, so it can see states or countries nearby, so that you can see a broader view. Now let your awareness go even further, so that you're like close to the moon. You can see the moon, you notice it's there, and you can notice the whole sphere of the earth. And you can see the beauty of the earth. And you can know that you're still there, and your awareness is still participating and noticing. Now, as you're noticing from this elevated perspective, notice now that there are threads of light emanating from you to things you care about. And those threads of light right, wrong, good, or bad, they're there. They're there. Your favorite book will have a thread. Your favorite movie will have a thread. Your favorite actor will have a thread. Your favorite foods will have a thread. Anything that you care about, family members will have a thread. Anything you care about will have a thread. And sometimes, usually, and what we hope happens is there is this equal exchange of energy. You appreciate the book gives you insights. You like that movie, the movie brings you entertainment. You like that actor blesses you with some really creative work. So whatever there's care about, we hope that this is a two-way street that you're giving and receiving. Appreciation and gratitude, as well as a benefit from that. Sometimes in our relationships, however, those are not two-way streets. Sometimes we tend to give. And sometimes in those relationship threads, people tend to expect or give back negativity. Have you ever talked with someone and they were complaining about something and they went away feeling better and you were drained? It's because this thread, the connection of you caring about that person, connected a thread with them, and they siphoned off your energy and then went on about their business. So those are the threads that we want to look at, not the ones where there's equal and things are flowing really well. We want to look at the ones that are unequal and are causing you distress. Before we do anything about them, there's two different kinds of threads here we're going to look at that may be causing you distress. One is where there's been harm and maybe a disruption of some sort. And I want you to follow that thread back and see where it attaches into your body. And notice that you may have pain in your body where that is. Because sometimes an emotional trauma or an emotional trigger point can leave a wound. So wherever that is in the physical form, if you clear it here in the ethereal realms, it'll clear in the physical form. So imagine your physical form out here next to the moon. Notice where all those threads are connected, because they're it's not wrong to have those threads. We have them. It's just a part of life. But now take a look at the threads and see if you can see some dark spots or reddening or irritation where there's a connection point. And I want you to disconnect that thread. So what that looks like is, you know how you can disconnect a phone, you pinch the little thing in, you pull it out, and then you let it go? When you disconnect this from that ethereal body, what happens is that thread dissipates, it goes away. And then you can heal that wound or that sore spot that is remaining. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take light energy from the moon and we're going to beam it into that wound, wherever that might be in your body. And if you're noticing your body's out here, your awareness is over here, and you're noticing your body, and you can put it in your back, and you can beam it into your side, you can beam it into the bottoms of your feet, because it's in the ethereal realms. Make sense? And you can just sweep it over onto that body, or you can just shine it onto that body, or you can just turn the body so the moonlight is shining on it, whichever works for you. And this moon energy is going to do healing. It's all about healing these emotional sorrows, emotional pains. Can you have a sense of that? So you've disconnected. Now, this disconnecting means that you are... My dog is eating a pillow. Hold on. No. Sorry. I wondered what that noise was. So you have the choice to reconnect with that person, but reconnect in a new way, or you can just stay disconnected. You don't have to reconnect with somebody who wounds you. Now, what this means is that if you have someone in your circle of influence, oh, she got it again. No. Mug. Phil? Yeah. Your dog is eating a pillow. Could you come get her? Or do something with her? So, sorry. we needed a laugh, right? So here's the thing. Sometimes when people are bereft of joy in their life or have been wounded themselves, I took the pillow away, it's right here. But I just need her to not.
Sorry.
It's okay. Can you find her a toy? So, back to our point. Sometimes when people have been wounded themselves, then they're running on empty. And so when they get to the point where life happens and struggles happen and they just can't take it anymore, they'll often set their partners up or their family members up to download some of their pain. And they do that by kind of entrapment. And they'll say something and elicit a response, and then whatever your response is, they blow up. You ever had that happen to you? And then when they blow up, because they have elicited your response, you're open and willing to share that. Open connection is happening. That thread has connected and activated, and you've shared because they've asked and you've shared, and then they download their pain. And you feel traumatized by that. You can really feel traumatized by that. And then 10 minutes later, they may feel fine. Hey, let's go get an ice cream. Or hey, let's go to a movie. Or hey, let's go do something fun. And you're like still devastated because not only do you have whatever issue came up, but you have all of their pain that they've downloaded to you. And that's not healthy. And they feel better, and bless their souls, they're just trying to survive. Sorry, they're just trying to make it through life, and that's the best thing they can do for themselves. At this point, they don't know any different. So by disconnecting from that person, even though they may still be in your life, but this thread of download has been disconnected, then the next time something like that happens, you can go, oh, look, they're attempting to download energy. And you can just notice it without taking it on. Even if you're an empath, and an empath tends to take stuff on anyway, even as an empath, by noticing, you can allow them to be where they are without receiving that download into your physical form. So what we're looking at right now is we're going to clear any areas where downloads have happened, downloads of negative energy have happened. See if you can see that in this ethereal body that's floating here next to the moon, and clear it out. Sweep it out with your intent. You can do that. You're very powerful spiritually. Sometimes we don't know how powerful we really are. And then once that's cleared out, then sweep moon energy in, or turn that physical form so that the moonlight is shining in that. And that will heal that. And just know that this person may not be somebody you wish to reconnect with. And if that reconnection happens, you have the right to choose to disconnect at any time. Doesn't mean you don't care for them, doesn't mean you don't love them, just means you can disconnect from that energetic draw, purge cycle. Okay, it's a cycle of cruelty. And they don't mean to, necessarily. All they know is they're in pain and they've got to get rid of it somehow. Make sense? So that's one type of energy thread we're healing and clearing. You may have more than one of those, because sometimes when we've had one person that does that to us, we will accumulate others that do. So just notice that you may have more than one of those, and this healing energy work is imperative for you to do. And whether you do it right now or you do it later, you may want to watch this again and do this later again with a different person or a different connection point. Okay? Now, with that said, we're going to look at a second kind of energy connection. And this is one where you give. And there's not much coming back. Okay? Sometimes we just give because we care. And we don't expect anything in return. But we tend to overgive. We drain our energy trying to make somebody else's world okay. Darn it. Have you ever done that? I know I have. Oh, here, let me help you. Let me fix you. And we're coming from this place of caring and wanting to help someone, But what we do is we don't help them as much as we give them our energy. We sacrifice our energy for them. Nobody's asking you to do that. There was one sacrifice in the world made, and that was Jesus. He did it. You don't have to. Don't. It's not your job. Let Jesus do that. If they need sacrificial energy, they can go to the man. Right? Doesn't have to be you. You have a right to your own energy, because that's what builds your life force. That's what grants you the ability to dream big dreams and live fulfilling lifestyle, fulfilling actions that bless your life and in turn bless others. Make sense? So as we're looking at those, notice who you, I've got a pain in my back, so I obviously have one, and one just activated just like that. So notice the ethereal body. I can't reach my back here, but I can reach the ethereal body back. Now I'm not going to disconnect that. I could, that's an option, and you may want to. But I'm not going to disconnect that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to instead call my energy back that I gave away. I willingly gave it away. I know I did. But I don't feel right about that. It's depleted me. So I'm going to call my energy back into my body. So with my intent, I know where it went, and I can ask for that energy to come back to me. This is that I am energy, that energy of divineness that is eternal. And it's rightfully mine to care for, rightfully mine to honor and utilize in my spiritual growth. So that's that I am energy. So I'm going to call it back. All that I am, that I may have given away to that person, return to me now. And you'll see energy float up that thread back into that body. Ah, pain went away. How cool is that? So notice, is there more than one of those? Have you given yourself away to a lot of different people and feel kind of drained and empty? All that I am, that I may have given away, return to me now. And zip, 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 it will come right back to that ethereal body. Have a sense of that? How wonderful is that? I became pain-free. The pain showed up to give me an awareness. I knew where it was coming from, or what it was attached to, and I called it back, and the pain dissipated. Isn't that beautiful? How wonderful is that? So now we're going to take the ethereal body that we've taken out into space next to the moon. We're just going to let the moon bathe that just one more moment or two, just to give it that beautiful energy, healing energy. And you know, tomorrow I may decide to give my energy away again, but I can call it back. And soon I'll remember, as I'm doing it, to not give my energy away. And I'll call it back sooner. Or I won't even do that. I will give my kindness, I can give my care, I can give my attention, but not my energy, not my life force energy. Not ever again. See the difference? Makes a huge difference in our physical endurance and our physical strength. So now, we've allowed that moonlight to bathe on this ethereal body. And we're going to bring that ethereal body back closer to the earth, back closer to where you live. Maybe you see nearby countries or nearby counties, nearby states, whatever. Bringing it even closer so that you can see the city, perhaps, now that you live in. And then bring it back to right above where you're living or where you're experiencing this video right now. And then allow yourself to be at the ceiling, the awareness at the ceiling, noticing your physical form, experiencing this. And notice with love, and notice with compassion, and notice with deep gratitude. And allow your physical form to receive your ethereal body back in again. Allow your awareness to come back into your physical form. Deep breath in, exhale, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Welcome back. That was a deep, deep meditation. We didn't go far out into space, but we did some deep work here. This is powerful stuff. I hope this is a tool that you'll use. I hope this is a tool that you'll recognize is available to you at any time. Your awareness is powerful. Your attention to yourself in the ethereal realms is a great blessing. So I hope that's helped you a lot. We're almost out of time. We're kind of 6:30 to 7-ish. So if you have any further questions or comments about that, you can type them in, and I'll get online after I finish the video, and I'll respond to you. So I hope that was a blessing to you. Mr. Phil, you want to join me again, please, sir? We'll do a quick energy circuit, and then we'll be done for the evening. And I think my dog has kind of settled down a little bit somewhere. Oh yes, she's in the chair over there. And thank you for enduring the interruptions. It's all good. All right, rub your hands together really, really fast.
Really,
yeah, that's
really.
easy for you to say. So get that energy going. This is that life force energy we just accessed. It is divine energy. This is that eternal energy that you're tapped into always. And you can amplify that by tapping into all it is. The ethereal realms, the higher power, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. Whatever term you want to use makes me no never mind. Whatever fits for you, let yourself be aware of that and notice that you are loved and you are treated with kindness and appreciation and acknowledged and noticed. All right, bringing that energy into your heart space. Take that energy from your heart down to your left hand, across to your right hand, back up to your heart space. This makes this big giant heart in our energy field if we had our hands down. But we're keeping them up so you could see them on the camera. Hands up. Little rebel. And you'll feel that energy begin to grow and get stronger. This is not your energy. This is divine energy. That's that eternal energy. You have a right to access. It's part of who you are, part of what you are. Allow that. Oh, it's warm. That's hot energy. We got some energy cooking here. As that energy builds now, let this create just a beautiful sphere. Maybe you'll notice a color in that sphere. Maybe it's just white light. Whatever feels right to you or whatever you notice is just what you need to know right now. We're going to short circuit this, and we're just going to take all of this energy and bring it into our heart space because we came here to be of service. And now, spreading that energy out into the world with our caring actions. May your life be a prayer. God bless you, and we'll see you on Sunday.